Hello everyone. So glad to be back doing another video. I was getting ready downstairs and I kind of felt that knock to come do a reading. So I'm really excited to do it. This is one of the angel readings, so this is going to be a reading. Now, if you, I just started a new series on my channel called Ask the Akashic Records. If you have a universal question, anything to do with like what makes us tick spiritually, the universe, anything like that, you can go ask that on that video. Go to my playlist. You can go down and just see, just go to the last Akashic Records and put ask the Akashic Records and put a question in there, and I will put that into the bowl to be answered. Okay. All right, so let's start this reading. I am starting with the Cosmic Dancer Oracle, and we ask that all of the archangels, all of the high level guides, ascended ancestors, the fairies, all of the elementals of the highest healing order come through for this reading today. Okay, let's see. Using Cosmic Dancer Oracle by Sedona Soulfire, Tess Whitehurst. If I already said that, I apologize. I can feel the energy shifting. Okay. All right, let's see. What is the highest message that wants to come through for the collective right now? Oh, yes. Number 29, which is an 11, which breaks down to a 2. So an 11 and 2. We'll see where this goes, but I'm feeling like a message with that, but we'll see where this goes and see. Flow with divine timing. And if I don't mention the numbers again, it's because this isn't the message that wants to come through. See the polarity? Evening, day. It's the 11 and 2, right? That goes down into 2, coming into balance. Okay, 11 up, 1, 1, 2. Okay, so it's kind of like what I'm getting here. So, how beautiful is that? So you may have found yourself living in a place of duality, getting pulled by the ebbs and flows of life, and this is just a reminder saying to go with the flow, balance your inner masculine and your inner feminine, balance all of that so that you can be in this beautiful place of knowing when to tap into the daytime, into the nighttime, or into your inner feminine, or into your inner masculine. So balance that. In the way that you can do that is to start reading about the inner masculine and the inner feminine within yourself. No matter what your gender is or no gender, everybody has this energy within themselves. We live on earth in a place of duality, but the truth is that we are not dualistic beings in our spirit. So that's where they're saying to figure out ways. So look, Google it, do all of that, but this is what I'm hearing to do. That could be a question for the Akashic Records, guys. Is what is the purpose of the inner masculine and the inner feminine on Earth? If you want to ask those questions, you can do that on that one. So so they're just learning how to balance that and going with the flow and going with divine timing and really trusting. And when you're in that balance, so the shadow side of the inner masculine can be control, right? Like that's like the Emperor card in tarot. If he's reversed, he can be very controlling. Okay, so your inner masculine may be wanting to come into balance with your inner feminine, so you can go with the flow and trust in this beautiful place of faith and divine timing for everything that you want to manifest. I'm hearing this is to use this deck now. This is the Inner Compass Oracle by Heather Hops, maybe it is. Found her on Etsy. Okay, 3 cards just fell out. Storm, Cosmic Order, Intuition. Okay. Storm. Oh, but look at that compass on the top. Inner navigation. And then look at this, Cosmic Order. Isn't this deck beautiful? And it's so tiny. Okay. But it's not glossy, and that makes me happy. Okay. Intuition. Okay. All right. I'm feeling 2 messages with the Storm card. I am feeling 1. You may have been coming out of a type of storm in your life. There may be a situation where you're coming out of that felt very storm-like, okay? And if it's not a situation in your life, is it possible that inside that you felt like a very turbulent energy, okay? So that's, you know, you're coming out of that is what I'm hearing. The other message that I'm hearing is that, you know, globally, you know, and in the United States, with COVID, but also in the United States, there were some other social things going on, and I can only speak of that. So if you're from the United States, it wasn't just COVID, it was other things going on, and things energetically, things have been very turbulent. And I know that is true of other countries, so I'm not trying to ignore you. But if this fits for what's going on socially in your country, not just with COVID, then absolutely take that as part of your message. And you may resonate with both, okay? And so for some of the people, you may be being very affected by the energy of your area or your country, okay? And it can help, it like kind of caused or was in conjunction with an inner storm within yourself, and all of it might have felt like a lot. I actually, this is very true for me. I was very good through most of COVID, but you know, the last few months, well, the last month has been pretty good, but before that I was going through a dark night and just going through a lot of inner shifts and changes. But you know, there's this going with the flow and divine timing, right? And then there's the cosmic order. Trust that everything is in cosmic order. We you know, the masculine, our inner masculine inside ourselves wants to know. You know, we feel we're entitled to this information. We're entitled to knowing why. You know, so that's the shadow side, and that's no matter what gender you are or no gender. Okay, so that, I'm not trying to pick on anybody. So so if you have this side of yourself, you know, this is what they're speaking to, is trusting, going with the flow, and trusting that everything is in this beautiful cosmic divine order. Okay, everything is perfect. You don't need to know why. That's the inner feminine wanting to balance with our inner masculine, so that we can be more in a place of flow and faith, and just trusting in that divine timing, and that all is okay. All is okay. These shifts and changes, we're going through them for a reason within ourselves, but also as a society, whatever society you're part of, and also globally. And I know there's a lot of horrible things happening, but they're saying that all is in divine order, and our souls have agreed to come down during this time. So trust why you're here. Trust that there's something in this that your soul wanted to do. Don't do your best not to lose your light and to lose your core and your center, because those who are light workers and working with the light, and they may be struggling, but you're here to help anchor the light. You're here to help anchor it down during such a stormy time. Okay, you're the navigation system for the light. You're anchoring it. Okay, so do your best. A daily practice of some sort during these kind of times is really important. Okay. It's funny that we started with storm, and I'm feeling like the storms that have happened in your own life, and also, you know, in as a collective, but right now they want me to go more towards your inner side. Okay, now that I talked a little bit more about the outer world, they want me to go inward is what they're showing me. Okay. And so, you know, you may have felt like this, okay, but it was bringing you to your inner compass, your inner navigation system, so that you could be more in connection with that and make your choices. And if you want to know more about free will choices from the viewpoint of the Akashic Records, go check that video. Go to the playlist and check the last Akashic Records, Ask the Akashic Records, and it's there. So that one is about... that one's about free will and choices, okay, and destiny, okay? So, yeah, so just like getting into that inner navigation system so that you can follow your intuition, right? This to me is like the crown chakra just blossoming and coming in and balancing with this beautiful third eye energy to help you see correctly. But you notice how the energy isn't coming out of the third eye. It's actually coming out of his physical eyes, okay? And what that is that when you blend, you know, with the spiritual, the heart, when you blend the inner masculine and inner feminine, you actually can see things in a new way, okay? That like a new vision is blossoming that's going to help you move through this inner compass, through these storms, and you're going to be connected to your inner compass that's going to help you get through it. There's actually, I'm just seeing this wording on his neck. I had never seen that. Hold on one second, guys. I want a picture of good health. A picture of good health. So if you have had anything health-wise going on, you know, allow yourself to see yourself as healthy. See yourself, what I'm hearing is that for a lot of people it's not as bad as you think, okay? And actually I'm just hearing that in general, even if it is something serious, don't allow yourself to worry too much and move too forward. But the more that you get in touch, this is for everybody, whether you have something health-wise going on or not, okay? Seeing yourself as healthy, and not just physically healthy, emotionally healthy, spiritually healthy, that your intuitive and psychic self, the one with the inner compass and the inner navigation, you know, seeing it all as healthy. That's what I'm hearing is really important. And they want me to pick another Cosmic Dancer card. I'm just seeing like these beautiful, you know, women dancing and going with the flow. Like it's like they're dancing and weaving in with like their free will and choice and destiny, and they're just going with the flow and they're having fun. They're letting go, needing to know and control. I mean, that's what I'm hearing. Everything is this beautiful cosmic dance and just letting it be. That's what I feel like this message is. Even in the storms, and any storm that comes helps you connect deeper within if you allow it. And that is the picture of good health. Oh, interesting. This is like, so do you see this? And I turn it over. So it's the cover of the deck. But okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen on the deck. I never noticed the flowers. How beautiful is that? So we had 29 there, which go into 11 in the 2. Offer. Somebody, there may be a romantic offer coming in, the 11, 2 people coming into 2. There may be an offer coming in. You know, connect to your inner storm, your inner compass, and don't allow yourself to come into an inner storm and get all emotional and turbulent over it. Connect. Trust in your navigation system. Trust that everything is in cosmic order and that you can follow your intuition and see things, and you're going to realize that, oh my gosh, you got it. And then you can always offer it all up to the divine and to the angels and ask to help you connect to that inner compass so that you can be centered and grounded in that beautiful light. And that you will know. Just try not to allow yourself to get, you know, too turbulent emotionally and not know what to answer, and then allow it to disconnect. Like what they're showing me is like sometimes when we allow ourselves, if an offer comes in or we're feeling pulled in a direction and we don't know which way to go, we can really get caught in this like right or wrong type energy and feel like we're being pulled in different ways. And what they're saying is that don't allow yourself, as best as you can, meditate, ground, you know, go for a walk, do some ecstatic dance, whatever works for you to shake off some of that energy, to connect you to your core. Okay, so that you can get back into that and know which way to go for this offer. And your soul will know which way to go. There's no right or wrong. That, again, is in the Ask the Akashic Records, the last one before this video, okay? So, and they talk deeper about that. So, you know, like, just trust yourself. That's really what this is coming down to, is being centered in your core and trusting yourself to navigate through all of this. There's no right or wrong. Whatever choice you make, it's your soul has a path in that direction that's going to help you lead to the same things that you are meant for. What is meant for you, you will never miss. Okay? I want to say that again. What is meant for you will always find its way to you, no matter what you choose. That's what it was like the last Ask the Akashic Records, but also what they're saying right now. Okay. Also, if you do watch that video, I was very nervous, so be gentle with me. It was the first time that I had done that. Okay. So hopefully I will be more in the flow in the next one. Okay. All right. This is the Fairy Dust. There's no name on this, but it's by US Game Systems. I love fairies and I love to work with them. This deck is really nice. I made the edges pink. Okay. Aura cleanse. Yes, 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 yes. When you feel heavy or run out of luck, go swim at the beach and you'll feel unstuck. So this could be a calling for a lot of the people on here, a lot of light workers and empaths and sensitive beings. We need the water. We need it. Whether you are floating on it, me, kayaks, okay, or swimming in it, okay, or taking baths with sea salt, okay. If you can't get to the water, like if you're landlocked, what they're saying is you can try to get the best sea salt that you can get, you know, pay attention. And then also if you have seashells, if you have anything like that, you don't necessarily have to put it in, but you can put it around the bath, okay? You can meditate, but this is all going to help you cleanse. Okay, sea salt is really coming in right now for some cleanse. Now, if it's just land water, that's okay. What you can do is you can dive in and just imagine the water just cleansing your whole being, your body, your energy, and then, you know, you can just know that all of these beautiful water sprites and fairies and mermaids, all of that are helping cleanse the water. Okay, and the earth has a beautiful way of replenishing. And they're also showing me that to remember that we have our own way of replenishing ourselves too, when we go into those quiet moments and we can just allow the energy, we can allow that beautiful light within, okay, to be to let it emanate from outside of us. And when we focus on the love with deep within ourselves, the divine love, that helps cleanse everything. And it's like diving into the ocean water and just feeling that refreshment. Okay, just remember to offer up all that is not love to the angels, to the divine, to the core of Mother Earth, so you can ground it out. Whatever works for you, both can work for you. Different things for different things that you have going on can work too. So you don't have to stay stuck in one way. You can go with the flow, right? And try, there's many different tools out there. Okay, so that's what I'm hearing. So make sure that you're clearing yourself so that you can be in touch with that inner compass and that inner knowing to help bring you now for that inner offer. So I'm hearing to pull for anybody that has a romantic offer coming in. I am actually hearing to pull a couple of cards, okay? So this is Vessel. This was also off of Etsy, and I don't know why they don't put their names on their decks. All right. I can't keep track of them all. All right, this is the Love Story Oracle cards by Deja Druid. Thank you for putting your name on the box. All right. Okay, this deck is gorgeous. I love this deck. Actually, it really fits in well with the Cosmic Dancer. All right, so I'm going to ask for a romantic love message. Well, this like the way it shuffles. Okay. Self-worth. So this offer that's coming in, check in with your self-worth. Okay, don't allow yourself to get so pulled into the emotions and the right or wrong kind of deal. Check in. Is this in line with my values? Is this in line with who I am and where I'm going? Does this offer fit? You may find that there's a whole lot of flirting going on, okay? You may find that there's a whole lot of flirting going on. That is okay. Again, check in and see and if it's the direction that you want to go in. And there's a little bit of warning here. Be careful when you flirt with people that may not be in your best interest. You may be pulled into things that you don't want to be in, okay? And then you might find yourself a little bit stuck, but you're never stuck, okay? That's where you have to be careful of that inner storm, okay? You're never stuck. But let me see. Let me get another card. This is Vessel. Some people, here's another thing that I'm hearing. Interesting. Okay. There's nothing wrong with flirting. I'm a flirter. But what I'm hearing, and this is interesting, and I'm trying not to there to be any, look at fear. I don't need to fear. I'm just going to say the message. Okay, I'm just going to say it. All right. Some people flirt and try to get attention as a way of filling up their self-worth. Be mindful of that, and figure out, do these other things that they were talking about before, to fill up your self-worth. You don't need anyone else's attention or approval to know your self-worth. And as you move through that energy, you're going to know what to do with these different offers, or this specific offer. Okay, you're going to know what to do with it because you're connected to your inner navigation system. Okay, and you're going to know what is in alignment with your self-worth. Be careful that, if you have just grown in an area of self-worth, be careful or just be mindful that you don't get pulled into old patterns, because that may be trying to pop up. Okay, and you have a choice there. You have a choice. There's no right or wrong. Okay, but try to move in the energy that opens your heart. Okay, and that you are choosing out of love, not a trauma bond, not fear. Okay, but you're moving from a place of love, and it could be choosing, interesting, you could be choosing nobody out of that beautiful open heart space, because maybe you are meant to move forward. Okay, you're meant to move forward. Could be that you're meant to move forward and just be alone for a little while, so that balancing of the self-worth can happen. Okay, let's see what the vessel. Oh, interesting. Just like I said, be mindful what you get, because it may be time for you to move on. Okay? So that you can do a lot of healing. And that was 111. Stay positive. Okay, you're manifesting. Be sure that you're not choosing people from this place, because when you choose from this place, you're just going to go through a bumpier road. Again, there's no right or wrong. It's just going to be a harder road for you to be on emotionally, and it may add to that broken heart energy. It may add to that, to bring more tears. So allow yourself to do the healing when, like, if you have a breakup, or if you're trying to get over something, or you're just really bogged down by what's been going on in the world. Allow yourself to do that healing and choose from that place of love. Okay, and then move on from that place. And they are saying that, if you move on from that place, you still may be able to choose that same thing that you would have chosen. But you're doing it from a place of love and not from a place of fear. Okay, so it's not necessarily that it's the wrong choice, but why you're choosing it, and which part of you you're moving into with it. Okay, you can go in with that trauma bond, that hurt in the inner person, and all of, like, hurt inner child type stuff, and go into a relationship, even with the same person, 22 guys, with that same person. But if you go into it with more of an open heart and a different mindset, and be mindful of the things that are actually being activated, and use that as a way for healing, okay, you may be able to be in that relationship more so, but make sure that it's in line with your values, and with the direction of your self-worth that you're trying to go in. Okay, all right, remember that anybody who is good for you is going to do inner work. Okay, they're going to want to do inner work. They want to change, and they are making steps to change. They're not just camping out, so to speak, within themselves and think that everything's just ducky. Everybody has places where they need to grow. Okay, and if you're somebody who grows and does inner work, they're showing me that what's best for you would be somebody who also does it. It may be at a different rate. Okay, some people are fiery and move faster, and then some people kind of just take their hiking poles and go up very slowly, look around, they check it out, right? So, they may go at a different rate, but they're working on themselves. Okay, and that's important, because nobody's perfect, and we all have areas to grow in. All right, I am sending you all my love. Okay, please give this video a like and a comment. Okay, thanks guys. All right, hopefully that little knock will come soon, and I will upload again.